The Magic Handbag. Princess Anabelle flopped down on the royal throne and gave a great big sigh. "I'm bored," she said to her fluffy kitten, Sparkle. "I'm tired of pretending to rule my toy kingdom. What we need is a real adventure." So Anabelle decided to explore the palace in search for some fun. Soon, Anabelle found herself at the top of the tall tower of the palace, in an old room she'd never been in before. "Look, Sparkle," she said, a huge dressing-up chest. Coming from inside was a magical glowing light. "It was coming from the spurs," said Anabelle, peering closer. "I wonder what's inside it." She secretly hoped that this way was the adventure she had been looking for. Very carefully, Anabelle opened up the sparkly purse. As she looked inside, the light began to glow, brighter and brighter. Rummaging around, Anabelle pulled out a pair of fancy sunglasses. Anabelle put them on and turned to look in the mirror, but there was no reflection. "I'm invisible," she whispered. "We're finally having an adventure after all." So Anabelle tiptoed unseen past the maid in the palace hallway. She munched on one of Chef's best cupcakes in the kitchen. The queen couldn't believe her eyes when the piano started playing itself. And the royal gardener checked his specs when he saw a bouquet floating past. Anabelle ran off into the gardens giggling. "That was so much fun," she said, taking off her sunglasses. She looked down at her dirty clothes. "And look how messy I am." When she looked in the purse again, she found a pretty hairbrush. "Perfect," she said, but as she combed her golden locks, her hair began to grow. As it grew longer and longer, her dress transformed into a beautiful ball gown. Before they knew it, Anabelle and Sparkle found themselves in a grand royal ball. "Everyone looks so elegant," said Anabelle, looking around the beautiful ballroom. Anabelle loved watching the princess and the princesses whirl around the dance floor. Sparkle even joined in the fun. Suddenly, the clock began to chime. Boing, boing. In the blink of an eye, Anabelle was back in the palace gardens. "Let's see what else is inside the purse," she said. Anabelle tipped everything out of the bag. "A ring!" she cried, slipping it onto her finger. As the ring glowed, Anabelle began to float above the ground. "I can fly!" she cried. Zoom! She flew up into the air and whizzed to the top of the palace. She whooshed around the turrets doing loop-a-loops. "Whee!" she cried. Then she landed at the palace stables. "Hello, Blossom," said Anabelle to her pretty pony. "I wonder if there was anything in my purse for you to eat." She pulled out a little bag of a magical dust. Anabelle sprinkled the sparkly dust all over Blossom. "Nay!" went Blossom as she began to shine and glow. Before Anabelle's eyes, Blossom turned into a beautiful unicorn. Anabelle jumped on her back as Blossom shook her name and spread her wings. Then she flew up into the sky, soaring over the kingdom as Anabelle looked down below in her wonder. "That was the best adventure ever," said Anabelle as they landed back at the palace. "Surely there can't be any more surprises." She looked in the purse once more, and there at the bottom was a glittering, sparkly card. "The Magical Wish Store," read Anabelle. "I can wish for anything I want," she cried. Anabelle closed her eyes and thought really hard. "I've had a great time with my magical purse," she said. "But what I'd really like now is a party." Anabelle made her wish, and suddenly she was in the grand banquet hall. There was a wonderful feast in front of her, and everyone in the palace was having a fabulous time. "It's been a great fun having an adventure with my magical purse," said Anabelle. She munched on the yummy food and watched everyone enjoying the party. "It's even more fun sharing with all my friends."